Hey, it's Karin. Welcome to this episode of A Touch of Genius, your place to get curious about your personal ingenuity and develop your potential. Together, we're going to discover how to break down and break through limitations so we can shine brighter. We'll find out how this helps us create a better life experience wherever we are and explore its far-reaching implications. We'll also be learning more about how someone else's touch of genius impacts us. Get your notebook and cookies ready, and let's dive into this episode. Hello, genius. Thanks for tuning in. This will be the third and final part of this mini-series on energy, although we'll keep coming back to some of it throughout the rest of the show, since everything is connected. It's becoming more clear how we are walking, talking, thinking, and feeling energy centers. So this week we're going to get somewhat ethereal about our energy and see how this affects our performance in life. We've already laid the groundwork from a physical atomic level at the beginning of this mini-series. Today we're going to explore energetic influences from a new dimension. In a pivotal talk before the American Institute of Electrical Engineers in 1891 at Columbia College in New York City, renowned inventor Nikola Tesla said, "Of all the forms of nature's immeasurable, all-pervading energy, which ever and ever change and move, like a soul animates an innate universe, electricity and magnetism are perhaps the most fascinating. We know that electricity acts like an incompressible fluid, that there must be a constant quantity of it in nature, that it can neither be produced or destroyed, and that electricity and ether phenomena are identical." Which is why you'll often hear people say it's all in the ether. They are alluding to energy being in the air, or the ether. We have a physical body that is influenced by this electromagnetic phenomena. We also have an etheric body that is influenced by this same essence of the universe that Tesla illustrated. Our etheric body is considered to be the subtle, non-physical body that surrounds and permeates our physical body. It's composed of three major components called nadis, chakras, and aura. The nadis are energy channels that run through the body and are responsible for the flow of energy and consciousness. The chakras are energy centers that are located along the spine, and they're responsible for the regulation of energy and consciousness. The aura is the energy field that surrounds the entire body, and it's the outermost layer of the etheric body. Simply put, we are energetic onions. The etheric body is believed to perform several functions, such as sustaining the physical body, regulating the flow of energy and consciousness throughout the body, connecting the physical and spiritual bodies, and influencing our mental, emotional, and spiritual states. The etheric body is also responsible for the five senses through which we experience the world. It receives the energies of what and who is around us, which can affect our personal energy. Likewise, the physical body's experiences affect our etheric body and the kind of energy it provides, whether this is positive or negative. This relationship is cyclical, which means that if you don't take care of one, the other will be impacted somehow too, in a constant cycle. Inversely, when you take care of one, it will impact the other. The emotional and mental layers are connected to the etheric layer as well. This gives more credence to the idea that our emotions and mental health deeply impact how our bodies feel and how this can energetically translate into illness. We saw in the previous episode how certain frequencies can destroy cancer cells. This means that we can also positively impact our cells. One question that we will consider in another episode is, how might somebody emotionally break down their own cells to begin with, and then also heal them? If you spend time in negative places or with negative people, you're probably going to pick that up. Anxious and stressful thoughts have very low vibrations. The lower the vibration, the more blocked you'll feel. Now think of how you might feel in a big city with lots of stressed out people getting from one place to another, or in a dysfunctional relationship or family environment, or in a toxic workplace. The energy creates a certain type of contagion. It works in reverse as well, when you have positive influences. The best ways to clear your etheric body involve meditation and full body scans. This is quite a simple process. Whilst you meditate, look at each body part in turn, including your organs, and visualize letting go of negativity. You can also visualize your aura becoming clearer. A strong etheric body is better able to withstand negative influences and stay positive. When your etheric layer is strong, so is your physical body, and this will look like a strong immune system, for example. The best way to add strength to your etheric body is obviously to stay on top of your physical health. Simple ways to do this are looking at how to improve your nutrition and exercise regularly. Most importantly, learn how to manage your emotions, especially the ones that generate stress and anxiety. Energy from nature is naturally strengthening, as we've already seen. Do you remember the grounding exercise we talked about in part 1 of this mini-series on energy? The nadis, or energy channels that flow through our body, are not physical anatomical structures. It's believed that energy, also called life force energy, prana, or chi, flows throughout the body in the same way that blood does. Practices like yoga aim to strengthen and support the flow of this life force energy throughout the body and energy system. Apparently, there are more than 72,000 nadis channeling life force energy through every cell in your body. Nadis are similar to the meridian system that you'll hear about in traditional Chinese medicine. When this energy becomes blocked or imbalanced, adverse symptoms and disease may occur. If this energetic flow is out of whack, your energy levels will be affected, and then you won't be able to think or act clearly, which will have a negative impact on your ability to develop your talents and skills, develop your ideas, actualize your dreams, and reach that pivotal genius zone that resides within you. The nadis connect to the chakras. So let's talk about the chakras, because these specific energy centers will give us a lot more information about how we may be blocked from doing any of what I just mentioned. If any one of them is blocked and we're feeling stuck, this can in turn affect our self-confidence and self-esteem, whereby we may convince ourselves that we are not worthy of doing what we imagine ourselves doing, or living as we would like to, or having that wonderful life partner, or whatever it is that lights you up. So it's important to know what the chakras are and how we can help them help us. The name chakra is the Sanskrit word for wheel. Chakras are used to describe the way the energy moves throughout the body. Each of the 7 chakras are said to correlate with different abilities, expressions, and types of health. The first, or root chakra, represents our foundation. On the human body, it sits at the base of the spine. When the root chakra is open, we feel confident and we feel grounded. When it's blocked, we can feel threatened, or as if we're on unstable ground. Think of the foundations of a house. In this case, in you. The main responsibility of the root chakra is to satisfy our basic needs such as food, water, shelter, and survival. Similar to the first level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, when our core survival needs are not met, the root chakra becomes dysfunctional. As a result, people with a root chakra blockage or imbalance tend to experience a range of negative emotional symptoms, some of which can include insecurity, overeating, hoarding material items, or greed for money. Some of the physical symptoms include lethargy, panic attacks or anxiety, lower back issues, reproductive issues, insomnia, or excessive sleeping. The root chakra is represented by a deep red color, which symbolizes our primal instincts of strength and vitality. The second, or sacral chakra, helps inform how we relate to our emotions and the emotions of others. It also governs creativity and sexual energy. People with a blocked sacral chakra can often feel a lack of control in their lives. The sacral chakra is centered on personal identity and how it responds to the seductive forces of the physical world. A person with an open and balanced sacral chakra has the ability to keep their emotions and relationships in balance, take risks, and experience positivity and compassion. A person with a blocked or imbalanced sacral chakra may feel emotionally unstable. They can either be too sensitive or not be in touch with their emotions. They may lack creativity and discipline, as well as having an addiction to sensory pleasures. Depression, anxiety, and the fear of losing control in a relationship are also signs that this energy center is blocked. People may also experience extreme mood swings, dissatisfaction with life, or have addictive behaviors. The sacral chakra is represented by the color orange. This color is symbolic of the rising consciousness, just as you would see in a sunrise. Orange is also the color of activity and purity, and it is through this chakra that we design our life vision. Physical symptoms of an imbalanced sacral chakra can include chronic lower back pain, arthritis, joint problems, and low energy, among others. Is any of this beginning to make you want to check in with an energy healer before a doctor or classic therapist, perhaps? I'm definitely not saying you should replace one for the other, but all of these symptoms do give you food for thought, don't they? The third, or solar plexus chakra, speaks to your ability to be confident and feel in control of your life. Think back to the last time you felt butterflies in your stomach or felt a knot in your stomach. That's the solar plexus chakra in action. When this chakra is in harmony, we're able to approach life's challenges with clarity and freedom from our ego and desires. If your solar plexus chakra is blocked, you might feel shame and self-doubt. The color associated with the solar plexus chakra is yellow, which symbolizes energy, intellect, and the connection you have with the sun. It also represents youth, new beginnings, and rebirth. The emotions associated with this chakra are excitement, happiness, depression, and anger. The solar plexus chakra is where our ability to think critically and analyze situations lives. If we have an imbalanced solar plexus, we might struggle to think things through. This can lead to feelings of fear and insecurity and skew our perceptions. Since it's located in the upper abdomen, a blockage or imbalance can often cause digestive issues. Other physical symptoms can include irritable bowel syndrome, eating disorders, excessive weight gain, ulcers, among other issues. A solar plexus blockage or imbalance can also cause emotional problems such as paralysis by analysis, uncontrolled anger or irritation, low self-confidence, insecurity, and low self-esteem. The fourth, or heart chakra, is the bridge between the lower chakras that are associated with material aspects and the upper chakras that are associated with spirituality. Once again, we're following Maslow's hierarchy of needs towards self-actualization, but through our personal energy centers. The heart chakra can influence our ability to give and receive love. If someone's heart is open, they can experience deep compassion, empathy, and love. Somebody who has a blocked heart chakra will probably have difficulty fully opening up to other people in their life. The heart chakra is represented by the color green, which is associated with nature and tenderness. It also suggests stability and represents growth and renewed, healthy relationships. The heart chakra is associated with life force energy, which we receive from the air that we breathe, and is essential for the healthy functioning of the heart. That's why in many meditations you hear your guide asking you to breathe into your heart. A balanced or activated heart chakra can manifest as inner peace, emotional balance, and compassion. Somebody with an open heart chakra will feel unconditional love and respect for others, typically have healthy relationships, and experience peace and joy within. The heart chakra is also connected to the heart, lungs, and thymus gland. Therefore, a balanced fourth chakra maintains the healthy functioning of these vital organs and glands. When the energy flow of the heart chakra is disrupted or imbalanced, this can lead to feelings of loneliness, isolation, and an inability to connect with oneself and with others. Other symptoms of an imbalanced heart chakra can include fear of rejection, lack of trust, issues with giving and receiving affection, or acting tough while feeling vulnerable among others. Physical symptoms can include heart palpitations, poor blood circulation, chest pain, or asthma. The fifth, or throat chakra, controls our ability to communicate our personal power. When it's functioning well, we can express ourselves openly with clarity and confidence. Someone with a blocked throat chakra will feel like they have trouble finding the words to say how they feel. The throat chakra is represented by the color blue, which is the color of communication. Visualizing this color can help activate and balance the throat chakra. That's also why you often see people wearing blue crystals around their neck to help amplify or balance this chakra. An open throat chakra enhances our ability to handle thoughts and emotions, and it helps foster effective communication. The throat chakra is intimately linked to our creativity. When it's balanced, it unlocks our inspiration and lets ideas flow freely and effortlessly, because creativity is a form of expression. The throat chakra is physically connected to the thyroid and parathyroid glands, as well as the larynx and tongue. The thyroid plays a crucial role in regulating metabolism, growth, and development. It also influences energy levels, body temperature, and overall well-being. So when the throat chakra is balanced, it has a positive influence on how the thyroid functions. When the throat chakra is imbalanced or blocked, then you experience a communication breakdown. This blockage can affect both your emotional and physical well-being in multiple ways. Some of the symptoms of a blocked throat chakra can include difficulty in expressing yourself or communicating your thoughts and your feelings, which can cause misunderstandings and conflicts with others. Another symptom of a blockage here is feeling uninspired and creatively stagnant. This can lead to a lack of inspiration and dissatisfaction in artistic or creative endeavors. A blockage may also cause health issues in the physical body, such as a sore throat, loss of voice, thyroid issues, jaw tension, neck pain, and frequent headaches. Loss of voice is something I've experienced several times in my life, and it wasn't until I learned about this energetic and emotional influence on the body that I was able to correlate those moments where, by holding back something that I wanted to say out of fear, out of insecurity, out of discomfort, out of not wanting to upset somebody else, I then literally created a blockage in my own physical ability to express myself. I'm sharing this with you to help you think back to other moments in your life where you might have had this kind of experience as well, where you held back from saying something that you needed to say, and then you lost your voice, literally. An imbalance in this area can also impact the thyroid gland, leading to various thyroid-related disorders. The sixth or third eye chakra controls our ability to see the big picture and connect to our intuition. It's like the eye of the soul. It's also a major source of our creativity and imagination and vision. An imbalance here can make it difficult to come up with new ideas or express yourself creatively. The third eye chakra is represented by the color indigo, which represents intuition, insight, and spiritual awareness. This chakra is associated with the pituitary gland, which is known as the master gland. The pituitary gland is located at the base of the brain, right below the hypothalamus, and it's responsible for producing and releasing hormones that regulate various body functions. A blockage of the third eye can lead to a lack of clarity or focus in your thoughts and your actions. It can make it difficult to concentrate or make simple decisions. An imbalance may also cause feelings of disconnection from your intuition or your inner guidance, and also influence anxiety, depression, or mood swings. Some physical symptoms of a blockage can include headaches, vision problems, or sleep issues. The crown, or seventh chakra, sits at the top or crown of the head and represents our ability to be fully connected spiritually. When you fully open your crown chakra, you're able to access a higher consciousness. Here we might say we've reached the top of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, where we're at that transcendence moment, or that self-actualization. The crown chakra is represented by the color violet, which symbolizes purity, spirituality, and enlightenment. A person with a blocked crown chakra may experience unwillingness to be open to other ideas, thoughts, or knowledge. Psychosis, dissociation from your body, and feeling ungrounded are also common signs that someone's crown chakra is blocked. Other symptoms can include a lack of purpose or depression. Physical symptoms of an imbalanced crown chakra can result in a sluggish or overactive pineal gland, which can cause migraines and headaches, difficulty with a sense of direction, sensitivity to light and sound. If you want to study more about each chakra, I suggest you read a book called Wheels of Life by Anadia Judith. It's one of my go-to books on the matter. So, those were the chakras, and now we get to the aura. Humans, animals, and plant life have auras. Auras are invisible to the untrained eye, and it's more typical for us to feel them somehow. When you have a certain knowing or you have a certain feeling about someone, you're sensing their aura. Have you ever come across someone who felt bright and shiny? Or someone who seemed really grey? Auras have 7 different layers or planes in order of closest to farthest from the body. Each layer is associated with a chakra, so the first layer will be associated with the first chakra, the second layer with the second chakra, etc. The colors of your aura correspond to one of the 7 main chakras: root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. The etheric body layer represents your physical health and sensations, and it's the layer that is closest to your skin. The emotional layer corresponds to, you guessed it, your emotions. It changes color depending on your mood. The mental body layer has to do with logic, reasoning, and thinking. The astral body layer deals with spiritual health and divine will. The etheric template layer is where you find your psychic abilities. If you have a clear etheric layer, this helps you tap into other people's energy and connect with people who are on a similar wavelength. Remember what we talked about regarding frequencies in part 2 of this miniseries? The celestial body layer deals with love and creativity. The catheric or causal layer is associated with the higher mind, harmonizing all the other layers. Let's do a quick review of the aura colors. If your aura contains red, it signifies working from a stable base. If your aura contains orange, it signifies independence. If your aura is yellow, it signifies creativity, curiosity, and optimism. If your aura is green or pink, it signifies compassion, kindness, and love. If your aura contains blue, it signifies intuition and empathy. If your aura contains indigo, it signifies high intuition and psychic abilities. If your aura is white or violet, it signifies a close connection to higher spirit. If your aura appears black or has black spots, it's a sign you might be holding on to some negative thoughts and emotions. When doing any sort of body scan on yourself, you may notice black spots around your organs, limbs, or chakras. This would indicate energy blockages in those areas. There are people who have developed the ability to read people's auras, which helps them get a better understanding of what's going on in their lives and in their health. However, you can also learn how to read your own aura. Depending on your level of awareness and sensitivity, you may see it in a mirror by focusing on body parts, or in meditation or in visualizations. You can also try rubbing your hands together to create friction, and then slowly and intentionally moving them apart and back together again, and see if any colors start to appear as you move your hands together. Start holding them apart about 1 centimeter or half an inch, and then as you get better, you can separate your hands further. Typically, you will first feel the energy flow between your hands before you actually see colors. Hold your hands a small distance apart and then practice slowly moving them away from each other and back together again, so you can notice how the energy changes between them. It's quite fun. It feels like you're playing an energetic accordion between your hands. There's a wonderful book I highly recommend if this energetic healing work interests you. It's called Hands of Light by Barbara Ann Brennan. It's a classic reference in the energy healing world. To quote one phrase from the book, "The study of the aura can be a bridge between traditional medicine and our psychological concerns." Link to the book in show notes. You may also start to see a picture form in your mind that illustrates how this energetic color spectrum repeats itself in so many different ways. They are all interconnected to help us heal and amplify ourselves somehow. This leads us to our geniuses of this episode, Semyon Kirlian and his wife Valentina. Semyon and his wife developed what is now called Kirlian photography after observing a patient in a hospital who was receiving medical treatment from a high-frequency electrical generator. They noticed that when the electrodes were brought near the patient's skin, there was a glow similar to that of a neon discharge tube. The Kirlians conducted experiments in which photographic film was placed on top of a conducting plate and another conductor was attached to a hand, a leaf, or other plant material. The conductors were energized by a high-frequency, high-voltage power source, producing photographic images typically showing a silhouette of the object surrounded by an aura of light. This is why many people believe that Kirlian photography shows the auras of people or animate objects. In one fell swoop today, we've linked together energy points, colors, and emotional and physical symptoms in order to gain perspective on how they may be affecting us. If you listen back to part 2 of this mini-series, you'll be able to connect the dots between sound frequencies and colors and integrate those aspects into your own rebalancing of these pivotal energy points within you. It's important to understand our spiritual energy flow and its potential blockages because they relate so much to our physical actions. They can even affect illnesses and mental health issues. We might think that our brain is operating at its highest and most functional to help us think our way into a reality that we're creating, but if there is some energetic block, especially in these chakra areas, we're going to basically bump into ourselves and trip up. It's kind of like when you get in the car, you switch it on, and you step on the accelerator, and it goes nowhere. Why? Because the parking brake is still activated. That's similar to when we think, I'm ready to go, but you can't move because something is holding you back emotionally or mentally. Unblocking these chakras and these energy points is like taking off the parking brake. There's so much more to expand on regarding energy points and specific glands that activate our higher consciousness and creativity, but we'll get to those bit by bit. For now, we're going to wrap up this mini-series on energy so we can get to other topics that impact our personal genius and how this impacts the rest of our fellow human beings. In the meantime, take care of your genius self, and I'll see you in the next episode. As we wrap up today's show, I want to thank you for listening to this podcast. It means a lot to me. You see, whenever we create something, we always take a leap of faith into the unknown, and we don't always know how it'll work out. That's part of what this podcast is about, encouraging all of us to take leaps of faith on our ideas, dreams, and creations, and having a safe space to explore them, to build the strength to get back up when we fall, and to celebrate when we fly high. I'd love to know what your big takeaway is from this episode. Tell me what you're working through and what you'd like to know more about. Also, is there someone you'd like me to interview on the topic of genius? Let me know. Email me at hello@karinpinter.com or message me on my socials. In the meantime, take care of your genius self.